FAQ. The International Space Station Transition Plan. Editor's note. This article was updated on Sept. 20, 2023, to reflect the latest information on the U.S. deorbit spacecraft. 1. What is the International Space Station Transition Plan? The International Space Station Transition Plan outlines NASA's vision for the next decade of the space station's operations. It focuses on the station's contributions to scientific, educational, and technological advancements for Earth and deep space exploration. The plan also emphasizes transitioning low Earth orbit operations to commercial entities while ensuring ongoing access for research and technology development. 2. What comes after the International Space Station? NASA aims to become one of many customers in a thriving commercial marketplace in low Earth orbit. This includes using commercial services for in-orbit destinations, cargo, and crew transportation. NASA will shift its focus to human missions beyond low Earth orbit, including the Moon and Mars, while leveraging the research and technology developed on the space station. 3. Why is NASA planning for the end of the International Space Station? The International Space Station has hosted a continuous human presence for over 22 years. Its technical lifespan is limited, primarily due to dynamic loading and orbital thermal cycling affecting its primary structure. NASA is committed to fully utilizing and safely operating the station through 2030 and then transitioning to commercially owned and operated platforms in low Earth orbit to continue microgravity research. 4. Why did NASA choose to deorbit the space station? NASA considered various options for decommissioning, including disassembly, boosting to a higher orbit, natural orbital decay, and controlled targeted re-entry. Disassembly was challenging due to the station's size and complexity. Boosting to a higher orbit was impractical, and natural orbital decay posed risks. Controlled re-entry into a remote ocean area was the safest choice, minimizing risks to Earth and future operations in low Earth orbit. 5. How will NASA deorbit the International Space Station? The deorbit plan combines natural orbital decay, lowering the station's altitude, and executing a re-entry maneuver using a new or modified spacecraft with a large amount of propellant. This final maneuver ensures a controlled re-entry into an unpopulated area of the ocean. Small adjustments will be made to align the final target ground track and debris footprint. 6. What is the status of the deorbit spacecraft? A draft U.S. deorbit vehicle request for proposals (RFP) was issued in May 2023, with a final RFP released in September 2023. 7. What happens when the space station deorbits? Will parts burn up? During re-entry, the space station will break up into multiple stages. Solar arrays and radiators will separate first, followed by modules and the truss segment, and then individual module fragmentation. Most hardware is expected to burn up or vaporize during re-entry. Some denser components like truss sections may survive re-entry and splashdown in an uninhabited ocean area. 8. Why doesn't NASA plan to repurpose parts of the space station for commercial or educational use? NASA assessed the possibility of repurposing space station components but received no viable interest from industry. The station's specific architecture may not be compatible with future platforms. Additionally, disassembly is complex and costly. NASA is pursuing commercial modules and free-flying commercial space stations for future use. 9. Are there environmental hazards associated with bringing the space station back to Earth? The deorbit plan targets a remote ocean area to minimize environmental impact. The space station will burn up, break up, and vaporize during re-entry, with surviving fragments expected to have minimal environmental impact. Targeting remote ocean areas ensures the safety of people and property on Earth.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.